What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We're back with another episode of That Summer. Now, if you guys don't remember what happened in the last episode, so technically, last episode was the end of season one. Season one, where we found out that Nolan was the one who did it, and Hazel covered for him. So if you guys don't remember, Nolan would to tell Hazel that he didn't get into the college that he accepted. He ended up going to Nola's room, where she was like, I'm sorry that, you didn't get into your college or whatever. He thought she was being fake, so he hit her with a bat. She was dizzy, and she didn't know what was going on. Hazel, went to find him, or went to go find Nolan, whatever, and he went back into the room, and she was like, there's blood on the bat. He was like, I need your help. And they were trying to figure out, how to cover up that he hit her with the bat. Nola was dizzy, she didn't know what was going on, and she ended up backing up and falling off the balcony, which sucks, because we love our girl Nola. She was kind of like the glue to this relationship, but we found that out. The case got closed, everybody was able to get their closure and move on. But we are back with season 2, so we're going to see what season 2 is bringing us, so even though the case is closed. So apparently there's more. But anyway, guys, let us jump into the episode and see what is the tea. She made everyone around here feel important and loved. I can never thank God enough for bringing her into my life. We won't forget about you, Nellie. We will carry you with us. Singing this poem again after all those weeks felt like I just put salt on an open wound. It was a painful reminder that Nola is gone. A few weeks earlier, I've been standing here for a few hours already with the hope of finding inspiration. What words could possibly make justice to what Nola meant to us? Nola's mom trusted me enough to write Nola's eulogy speech, so I had to get it right. It was a hot night in summer, yet it felt like winter. When all the leaves fall and the wind blows through the bare skin, it's almost like I'm going through different seasons all at once. We're all going through seasons. I remember I hesitated to read the poem, thinking maybe this isn't what people want to hear. How could it get better when you lost a friend, a sister, and a daughter? Suddenly I felt something in my heart telling me that it was the right thing to do. So I started reading the poem before Nola's family and close friends. For all through seasons, sometimes the wind is too strong and makes our leaves fall. But through the wind and rain we will blossom. Present, for winter shall pass and I leave its place to brighter days. If you guys, how I wish we could go back to that time when everything was simple, when death wasn't a part of the picture, when the only secret we would have kept from each other was some stupid crush, not the names of murderers. So Day of Judgment. So if you guys don't remember, Cheryl decided that she was going to take a year off because she didn't feel right going to college, because she was supposed to go with Nola. They were supposed to be roommates and everything like that. So Cheryl decided to take a year off and find her way back to going to college and things like that. And I think Nolan and Hazel both were convicted of her murder, so they're both going on trial. So we're gonna sit and see what happens. I'd been sitting here for hours waiting for judgment, as if I didn't already know the truth. Nolan and Hazel were the bad guys of this story, the villains. Where does that leave me standing? I wasn't one of them, but if I had been aware of their identities for a while, maybe it was blind loyalty, or maybe it was something else, but I decided to keep that secret their secret. And I couldn't help but feel that I betrayed you by doing that, Nola. You once told me that you thought I was unbreakable. I really wish I was. But ever since you left, I had a hard time getting back up. It was unfair that after your death, the world would keep turning. The sun would still rise and set. The moon would still be shining as always. When for me, it seemed like the world had stopped for a moment. But it had almost been a year, so I had no choice but to keep going, Right now, I'm taking classes so that I don't fall behind when I start college. Okay, so she's taking classes, but she's not completely in college yet. Our girl, what's our girl named? Felicity? Is that what we named her? Felicity is in college. Ashton looks like he got his apartment or he's in a dorm, not sure. I looked at the text I just received. Hope you have arrived safely, Mom. Who did you think it was going to be? The last time I spoke to Cheryl or Felicity was at Nola's funeral. Hey. Hugs. I'm fine, don't worry. I'm actually the one who needs it. This is the last sentence that would come out of my throat. Soon my vision became blurry and a big lump formed in my throat. She's gone. Nola. She's really gone. I remember that day, the reality struck me that this was the final goodbye. And damn did it hurt, but I didn't want to let my emotions take over me. So I just took a deep breath and pretended to be okay. But in reality, I wasn't. How you doing, Ashton? I'm gonna be alright. Are you? I'm fine, okay? You don't have to look at me like I'm gonna collapse. I'm still standing. Whoa, chill out. Your mom was just trying to help you. Dear God. I'm still standing. His mom was like, whoa. Whoa. Time had passed, but the pain still remained. My heart was as broken today as it was that day, but I kept on pushing. I never expected our friendship to end the way it did, but the truth is we fell apart a little more every passing day. What began as calls turned into short texts before completely losing touch with each other. I guess a part of our friendship died with Nola. Told you, the glue. The glue. Turn to the right, now the left. I stared blankly at the wall. Look at you, behind bars over a man that Nola told you to get rid of. Now you in jail. You being too much of a ride or die. Anyway, there wasn't a single noise in here. It was so quiet that I could feel the weight of guilt crashing over me. What have I done? My heart was beating out of my chest. Right at this moment, I realized what we had done. Nolan? What is that? Nothing. I realized it all, and as if the veil covered my eyes had just fallen, Nola's body was floating in a bloody pool. Her blood was running down my hands. Girl, because as soon as you would have hit her, I would have ran in there and figured out where the fuck she was. Like, are you okay? Like, lay on the bed. We gotta call somebody. Like, dear God, what's wrong with you? You're a fucking murderer. It's like, hell, girl, if he was gonna do it, at least take the blame. You would have got like a freaking misdemeanor instead of going to jail being a murderer. Alex's words echoed through my head. Murderers. Nola, I hope you can forgive me. I hope I can forgive myself too. I still catch myself passing by Nola's room and stopping there for a minute, making sure to remember every detail about it. There's no way to come back from this, not when they killed my little sister, my Nola. A family that I didn't choose, but would choose over and over again. You were a sister, a confidant, my partner in crime. A pain in the ass, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Why did it have to be you? Why? Why can't life go after the real bad guys, the ones that aren't even half of what you were? Tell me why. Tell me why. Ain't nothing. Let me stop. Mom and Dad are inconsolable, Nola. You were their little daughter. They were proud of you, you know? They were devastated, but they were putting a brave face for me. But I know that their hearts were shattered, breaking piece after piece. And as days went by, the realization came, they're not coming back. Every time I think about Nola, I can't help but feel guilty about that day. I walked in Nola's room one last time, hoping to remember every detail of what remained of her. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know someone was... Are you crying? I'm fine. Alex, I wiped the tears falling from his eyes. We were both heartbroken, but I know that his heart had been shattered into a million of tiny pieces. They say that the eyes are the windows of the soul, and how true is that? Just by looking in his eyes, I could see the pain. He leaned in dangerously close to me, and I didn't stop him. I know I should have, but my head and my heart were at two different places right now. He kissed me, and I let him. The kiss we shared was different from the ones we once shared. It was a kiss of broken-hearted people trying to mend their broken hearts, falling into a moment of solitude, needing each other right here, right now, thinking about nothing else but the present. a lot has happened, but that was one of the reasons why I wanted to leave Riverside. It was suffocating to be there. It was hard to stay in a place where everything reminds you of the person you lost. When people can't help but feel sorry for you, you can go before me. When they can't help but reminisce about how tragic it was. The thing with a little town such as Riverside is that it takes some time for people to forget about events like that. And when the time came, I was relieved I finally got to leave. We flew away from Riverside thinking that the pain wouldn't follow us. Oh, how you thought wrong, bitch. Oh, how you thought wrong. I needed change. I didn't want to be Cheryl Clark I was anymore. To be honest, I couldn't stand looking at my own reflection in the mirror. I wanted the person in front of me to disappear, to vanish with all the pain and hurt and guilt she was feeling. It was now summer break, which means I have to go back to Riverside. And I was, ooh, not the short look. Come on, girl. Do it, Cheryl. Love that on her. Anyways, but then I was going to meet Felicity and Ashton for the first time since the last few months, and I was dreading the reunion. Ooh, girl, not cut it off like that. Okay, guys, that is all that I have for you today. So it looks like our crew, besides Hazel, all ran off. Ashton ran off to college. Our girl Miss Felicity ran off to college. Cheryl stayed there, but she took classes. And, they left thinking that all the pain and everything they had would go back. But now it is summer break and they have to return home. And they are going to be seeing each other for the first time after months of not seeing each other after Nola's funeral. And none of them are looking forward to it because, all of them, their entire friendship is just a reminder of Nola, and none of them have really dealt with it. It seems like none of them have really dealt with it in a very healthy way. But anyway, guys, that is all I have for you today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Our little secret.